that was a big plus for me there. Learned a lot. Just learned about, about life. Able to handle things, certain situations. You heard about the good things and you heard about the tragedies, and you saw it all in a place like that because you had so many people coming through there.
Yeah. What about Miss Viola said she remembered I think during the 70s, during the civil rights movement, there were some young black people that came to picket. Do you remember that?
I don't remember the picketing, but I do remember stories from the late 60s, how with the curfews, you know, you were off the streets, the store was closed, and how my dad moonlighted also. So he worked at the racetrack, Evangeline Downs. And so, yeah, I've heard stories how came in town, you were stopped because everything was shut down, and that's when the riots were going on in the larger cities.
Right.
So there were curfews at dark, keeping everybody off the street, so there wouldn't be any trouble here. With the picketing, no, I didn't hear about that. No one mentioned those stories.
They were picketing for Mervyn Khan to hire more black people, and she said they got their way.
Oh, well. I mean, I Miss Ethel and Miss Williams, I mean, they were there.
Yeah.
You know, so I didn't know this. I didn't know that. That was just a little before.
Yeah.
I was aware of those things.
Okay.
Yeah. No, they were all nice to me. I mean, there was no. I know the stories of that, but they're all friends. They're all my friends. So.
Yeah. But you said it was mostly women that worked there, right?
Oh, yeah.
And you?
Yeah. Oh, and then my fellow porters. I mean, oh, God. Put on the spot. Okay, but I mean, if you want to talk civil rights, there were black guys that I worked with.
Let me switch this tape real quick.
It's true, it wasn't only Miss Ethel and Miss, what was her first name? She was a seamstress. God, Ethel worked in the ladies' shoe department. As long as I can remember. Oh, and then Judy. Crazy Judy from Church Point. She was about my age. She was like a year or two younger than me. Oh, she was funny. Well, and Paula worked upstairs in the office. So if you want to talk about that time, yeah. Now that I think about it, I didn't see black and white. I just saw people that I worked with.
By the 80s, it wasn't really an issue.
No.
Okay.
But when you think about, now that I think about it, and you hear those stories of, with the curfews and everything, and nobody was on the streets because of the rioting, and it was because with the civil rights and all that. That's a little foreign to me. Because, and when I was, let's see, I went to Mother Mercy for 4th and 5th grade. And that's when the schools were integrated. And Mother Mercy was the black Catholic school. So, yeah, they integrated, and yeah, I guess I was in all that. But I was younger. But as far as when I went to work, it was nothing to me.
Okay.
It was how you treated me.
So there wasn't really any racial tension.
I respected everybody and trusted everybody, but if I didn't get in return within, I didn't care who it was.
Yeah.
Didn't matter what color you were that I saw in the ditch, and lying there dying. It didn't matter to me. It's how you treated me.
Right. Right. Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh, you white and you kicked me around like a dog? See you later. Didn't
Yeah.
It don't matter to me.
So do you have a favorite memory at Mervyn Khan?
Well, I just thought of a bad one.
Yeah. What's a bad one?
When we got broken in.
When
Someone
was that?
broke in overnight, and I knew he had gone up in the office and he was at my desk, and I felt that violation that everybody talks about. I was PO'd, I was mad, I was like, and if, you know, we went in, Dad and I would open up the store, and so we had to go around figuring out what he had done. We saw where he broke in using a crowbar and an axe, and you know, so that was
What was it?
It was like he broke into my house. So it was
Yeah.
like, dude, you know.
Did y'all ever catch him? Or did the police ever catch him?
I think they did.
Did he?
Didn't get away with much.
Didn't get away with
much? I think he was mainly looking for money, but he couldn't have got it. You know.
Oh
So.
wow. All right.
And the happiest thing was playing Santa Claus.
Playing Santa Claus, really?
Oh, girl. You're not a guy, but to see you.
Do you remember going to see Santa when you were little?
No. I'm talking about playing Santa Claus for. In the 80s, they started having fashion shows, and they'd have a holiday fashion show. And I would dress up as Santa Claus, and so the store had a suit. And when people found out, then I had some friends who were teaching then, so I'd go visit the schools. That's something that is one of the best experiences in life, to be Santa Claus and to see those faces.
Yeah.
You'll never see that magical look that that child has. That I keep saying magical. I don't know, because you know, and just it's something like you'd never experience. I mean, it's just the best.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So at Mervyn Con, they celebrated Christmas holidays?
It was the biggest time of the year. I didn't like it. Because it was too crazy, and you worked, you know, late. You had sales on, you know, working late on Monday nights. It wasn't the work time. It was just, I was more of, this is not what it's all about. You know,
right?
The buying and the extra employees and the gift wrapping and the. You know, we worked 6 days a week. You had an afternoon off. That's how we worked.
Right.
I had, Dad had Thursday afternoons off. I had Tuesday afternoons off when I was there full time. So I was 6 days a week.
Did they celebrate any Jewish holidays when you were there?
It was never. I never saw that come out because. No, this is my own thinking. It didn't. People knew it was a Jewish business, but then it was kind of a negative, you know, to some people.
How so?
Just a stigma back then of, oh, a Jew and, you know, tight old Jew and crooks and, you know.
The stereotypes.
They were business people.
Yeah.
They were tight. They worked to be successful. And some people just took a jealousy thing with that. The whole stereotype of Jews, which I don't know because, I mean, I hear them. I've learned about them as I got older. But to me, that didn't matter.
Yeah.
I mean, because they came to town, and the people they were with, they did not push their Jewishness, you could say. I mean, I don't know what other word to say.
Right.
I mean, yeah, it was a Jewish family, but they did not push that on the community. They weren't. They melded with the people that were here. Your Christians, your Catholics, your Baptists, your Methodists. Those were your customers. That's where you made your living. There was no synagogue here. There was, you know, that was in Lafayette.
Okay, and so